Oh my goodness gracious me. Welcome everybody. Please follow us on our social medias, which you can see right there on the screen. X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. We're all active in those now. So please go and follow us, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And don't forget to subscribe obviously on the YouTube channel. And please have your say on the comment section as well. And I appreciate you all that for the love and support. I really appreciate you. Like I can't come on every single time. I meant to do a watch along yesterday. I didn't do it. It's just that time of the year. It's cold. You have to be up for doing things on a regular basis, and you don't want to force yourself, if you know what I mean. So I just take my time now. But I'll make sure I do the streams on a regular as well, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Liverpool won by 2-0 against Sheffield United. It wasn't the most glamorous performance, but listen, a win is a win. Man City lost, and that's even better for us, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so we've got lots to talk about. Obviously, the Premier League we're going to talk about at the start of this, and then we're going to move on to the review, obviously, of Liverpool versus Sheffield United, or Sheffield United versus Liverpool, whatever, which way you want to take it. Yeah, so we're second in the league. So far, so good. Man City just drifted away behind us, but Arsenal stood top of the league as well. So let's talk about that, and we'll figure out how the season is going to end eventually as well. So let's do that, people. Let's do that. Appreciate everyone that's on as well. Thank you for coming on and helping me out on here. Let's do this. I love that music. I don't know what it is. It's just like something nice, if you know what I mean, people. It excites you when you're looking at it. Oops, I forgot something. I need to get rid of the, there you go. That's normal. There you go. There you go, mate. There you go. Okay, so the league, the results for the last game. The last, obviously, games which were yesterday. There's going to be some games today. Of course, Wednesday is what they played. Yeah, so we're going to go. No, it's Tuesday, and we're going to do the rest as well. It skipped my screen. Let's get it back. Okay, so we'll start with Tuesday. Obviously, Arsenal won by 4-3. You know, with Arsenal, I'm not too sure about them. Like I said, I'm not sure about them in the beginning of the season as well, as you guys remember. I said, like, with a goalkeeper like that, it's going to be difficult for them to win the league. I've never seen a team win the league with a goalkeeper that has so much errors in him, if you know what I mean, people. And that's what that Reyes has in his game. It doesn't look like it's going to improve anytime soon. If you look at that game, the way they conceded the goals, if Luton had players that's more than capable of handling themselves on the pitch, I think they would have won that game. But their defensive deficiencies is just absolutely appalling. I've got to be realist. I've got to be real here. Some of the goals Arsenal scored was just too easy. It was just too easy that they walked it in. And I was thinking to myself, you want to survive in the Premier League, but yet, you don't know how to defend. And even the defenders look like they're a bit fragile. They're not strong enough. If you look at the last goal, the way Declan Rice rose up in the air and headed it in, it was just not nice to watch, man. You're surviving in the Premier League, but yet you're not even trying. If you know what I mean, like you was 3-2 up at one stage. And you still couldn't handle that. As soon as you scored that, obviously the third goal, you just sat back. Each time they scored a goal, Luton, they just sat back and let Arsenal come on to them. And Arsenal, each time score a goal, and it was just annoying. But like I said, you can't go to the likes of Luton and perform like that and expect you to win the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? Like their away performances, Arsenal this season, they haven't been like in tip-top condition. If you look at the Brentford away, if Brentford had the shooting boots on that day, they would have scored some goals as well, Brentford. You know what I mean? So you got to look at it from that point of view, people. I've never seen a team win the Premier League with a bad goalkeeper. If you look at all the Premier League champions, they've always had good goalkeepers. Look back in history. That's why I said Liverpool is in a title challenge. People, we're gonna be doing something this season. We're not even in like 100% yet. Can you imagine once we get there eventually, how good we will be? Like, there's a lot of things you got to look at, man. Like, don't underestimate your club, people. Like, Liverpool are in a good place. I'm telling you, and us grinding out results here and there, like winning by the odd goal, obviously against Fulham. It's not a major setback, but that's good because it shows we have that determination that we could, if we need to step a couple of gears, we can do that, and we did it. That's why we beat Fulham. That's why we beat Sheffield United the other day. Don't forget, Sheffield United had a new manager come back, Chris Wilder, and he's a Sheffield guy, he's a Sheffield born, he's an ex-player. He's going to motivate everyone around him, the fans and the players, and that's what happened to us yesterday. And it was difficult. If they had, Higginbottom as their manager, I think that game would have been an easy win. But we had to go through a stage like that, and we came through it. That's the most important thing, people. Like, we need our finishing boots on. We need to start finishing our chances, and showing our dominance as well as the season goes along. Like, I'm not giving up on that. Don't worry about that. We're going to be doing good. But like I said about Arsenal, they are top of the league. They're winning their games. They're grinding out results. That's the most important thing. Like I said on the Spaces yesterday, I said Arsenal are a good team. Don't get me wrong here. But the thing is that they put in their energy all in one, go in the beginning of the season. But the second half, so the middle half, and the second half of the season, all that stuff, the middle part, sorry, and the second half of the season, it'll be difficult for them because it's the strength and depth. Like, in depth, have they got that in their team? Are they going to get players when their players get injured, like Saliba or Gabriel at the back, or or Odegaard or someone like that gets injured? Have they got an adequate replacement for those players? I don't think so. I really don't think so, because the season is long. You put your energy in the beginning of the season, the middle part, and the second half of the season. The final stages, you're going to be struggling because injuries catches up with you. Players, the energy goes down a bit and all that stuff. That's why I like the way we're playing. We're not putting too much energy in our games. We're just getting the games out of the way, fast, and that's good. That's good because that's a sign of a team that's going to be challenging for titles and a team that's capable of winning. We're doing it with that Alisson at the moment and all that stuff. But when Alisson comes back, I think that defense will be more assured. Don't get me wrong. Keller done all right yesterday. I mean, like, he made a save. That was it, really. He didn't make a lot of saves after that. He done what he could, in the game. And like I said, when you're out in the cold, it will take you time to, get used to the team in front of you and put your own, quality towards the game as well. So just take it easy on Kelleher, man. I think too many people are overreacting on Kelleher. It's time, innit? You just have to give it time and patience. Wolverhampton beat Burnley. Burnley back to losing once again. And then we move on, obviously, to the Man United game yesterday. I was kind of, I wasn't shocked in regards to the result, but the performance of Chelsea, I can't believe Caicedo, man. I'm looking at Caicedo, yeah, thinking to yourself, why did you go there, bro? You could have been challenging for titles coming to Liverpool, and you're wasting your talent going to there. And he even looks one of the worst players on the pitch when I'm looking at him. It's bad. It's bad. But listen, McTominay scoring goals. Man United fans don't want McTominay in their team, but he's scoring the goals for them. So there you go. And they're only 3 points off Man City. That's a shocker, isn't it? That's a shocker. Only 3 points off Man City. And then you look at the Man City game. Listen, Villa deserved to win this game. I watched this game as much as I could. Villa really dominated this game, man. And it's a worrying sign for Man City, if you know what I mean. Their starting lineup is just full of defenders. Like, I saw a midfield of, was it John Stones, Rico, Lewis, and, players like that in their midfield. And I said to myself, you are the richest team in the Premier League, one of the richest. Obviously, Newcastle have taken over. And then you bring on Rico Lewis and John Stones in midfield? What's the matter with Kovacic? What's the matter with Nunes and these guys you bought in the summer? Why can't they play in their proper position? Why can't Calvin Phillips play? You know what I mean? Why are you buying these players then you don't get to play them? That shows they're very arrogant team, to the point of, like, we could buy players, but we don't have to play them. We stop our rivals, getting these players, so we could do whatever we want. That kind of attitude they got. That kind of attitude, man. Now you're wasting the talents of players that you're never going to play again, and probably sell them for a cheap to a lower division club. This is crazy. It's crazy. But like I said, Aston Villa dominating them people. Like Aston Villa actually deserved to win this game. From the start to the finish, Aston Villa was just on fire. It's like Aston Villa studied them from top to bottom. Aston Villa knew where Man City is going to go on the pitch, and they just tracked them down, bullied them. They just battered them in every opportunity they can as well. And it impressed me. It really impressed me. I was saying to myself, that's a team that's actually studied that team how to beat them, and they did. And they were well organized. That goal, like just 1-0, I think flat as Man City. It should have been more. I think Man City had only 2 shots on target in the whole game as well, people. This is a worrying sign for Man City, though. Like, it's a good sign for the rest of us, but it's a worrying sign for the likes of Man City, if you know what I mean. So, we just have to win our games. Win our game on Saturday. Just get the points going, and we'll see where we end up in it. That's all we can do. If you distance yourself from Man City will lose interest eventually, like they did when the season we won the league. Remember, we kept on winning and winning and winning. They just couldn't catch us up, so they just gave up and concentrated on other stuff like the cups and the Champions League. That's what we could do this season as well with Man City. I'm listening. I'm more optimistic than ever now, man. Like in regards to the league title. In the beginning of the season, I was thinking to myself, what players have we got? What position they're going to play? Are they going to be, enough, for a title challenge? Can they do what Henderson and Wijnaldum and, Fabinho did in the past? You have that, thoughts in your head. But looking at it now, I'm more confident than ever, man. Listen, we're in a title challenge, people. Wake up, man. Wake up. We're in a title challenge, people. So let me go to the comments and I'll continue, obviously, of the other games. Joe Powell says, yo, Fozzy, you win again. This title this season will be good. Yeah, it looks good, mate. It looks brilliant. Big up, Joe Powell, by the way. Steve Copkins says, I'm gutted for Matip. Looks like he is finished. I'm going to talk about him at some stage today. I'm gutted as well, bro. I'm really gutted for Matip. It's sad to see. It looks like it's near the end, isn't it? It looks like near the end. Let's be realistic. JK, big up Steve Cochrane, by the way. JK says, Gakpo, 40 million, Anthony, 90 million, leave this topic alone. It's a joke, isn't it? When you look at that, Anthony from Man United is worth 90 million, and it just doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's Man United, though, isn't it? If you think about it, they just spend money for the sake of spending. They don't have no structure in place for them to compete for titles. That's why they really struggle to, perform on the pitch on a regular basis. First of all, you need a strong manager. If you haven't got a strong manager, you're in trouble. Like, we've seen it down the years. Who won the Premier League? Strong managers, right? That's what won the Premier League. That's what competes for Premier League. Strong managers. If you don't have that in your disposal, you're going to struggle throughout the season as well. So, I don't see Ten Hag as a strong manager. He's arguing with his players, and look what's happening on and off the pitch now. Like, players against him. Apparently, there's a committee that wants him out. It's just a mess, man. Like, a mess, man. And that's good for us. You know what I mean? We don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about us. You know what I mean? Why should we give a damn about them? JK says, bless, bro. Always, JK. Always for you guys, man. Always for you guys. Big up, brother. Thank you for coming on again. I can't say the name. I just put KB. KB says, great performance from Endu. If we continue this way, a great saving of 100 million is good for a goal. You know, with Endu, brother, like he's the Milner replacement. You got to take it that way, people. He's the Milner replacement. He's not Fabinho replacement. He's not Henderson replacement. He's nothing like that. We're still going to get that DM some way, somehow. We need that energetic midfielder, young, tenacious, the one who's going to cover up for all the players, the one who's going to have a finesse on the ball as well. We need that in that midfield. Endu is the Milner replacement. He could cover centre-back, cover right-back, cover left-back, he could cover in that DM role. That's what he is. Don't put too much hope on Endu. He done well yesterday. He was phenomenal. He did do a performance that, raised eyebrows from our fan base as well, that had doubts in the beginning of him as well, but he's just a stopgap until we get that right DM. I mean, and we need that experience anyway, because a lot of experienced players left, the likes of Henderson and Milner, Oxlade, Fabinho. So you need in return to get experienced players. Our average age is 24 now. So if you have that, and you haven't got no experienced players that's guiding them along, you're going to struggle during the season. But luckily, we got him, and we got obviously Virgil, Salah, and all that stuff in the committee of the leadership. But if you look at our players, if you look at the players as a whole, every player that plays for our team in the first team, that is, if you look at the international football, they're all important for the international football. So Soboslai, captain of Hungary; Endo, captain of Japan; Van Dijk, captain of Holland; Salah, captain of Egypt. You know what I mean? If you look at all throughout the team, even McAllister, he's an important part of Argentina. Alisson, captain material; Trent, vice captain. You know what I mean? And you look at Robertson, captain of Scotland. We've got leaders in this team. That's the most important thing. I've always alerted to that. If they are leaders, that means they take strong instructions to the highest, levels. So if you have that in your team, it pushes you that higher. If you know what I mean, people. So I like that. I really, really like that, having captains in all the areas of the pitch. When you have that, I'm telling you, you could actually, challenge for a lot of titles, not just the Premier League. You could go beyond that as well. Leaders, man, leadership. That's what you need. Leaderships. Big up John Conway every day, man. All day, every day, as I always say. Big up, man. You, JK, Steve Copkin, everybody, man. They always support us on here. Let me see what JK is saying. JK is saying 2 wins in 2 games where we have probably played the worst football all season. Yeah, we haven't played well. We've got to be realistic. You know what I mean? You can't lie to yourself. We're grinding out results, but we're gonna have that moment of the season that we're gonna do more damage on the pitch. We're gonna listen. It's a long way to go. We're only in the first part of the season. Middle part and the second and obviously the end part is the most important at the end. So let's see where we are. The injuries are creeping into our team as well. It's scary. I don't like it, but we've got to ride the wave, man. We've got to ride through that. Just make sure you don't pick up a lot of injuries along the way. It's going to be hard, but it is what it is, isn't it? Everybody's going to have that time of the season as well. Yeah, so let me move on to the other games. Liverpool is going to be one of our games. No, Forest. It looks like the manager's going to get sacked, innit? It looks like the manager's going to get sacked. 5-0. It's not good enough. You can see Fulham ain't an easy team to beat, and we beat them. People. You know what I mean? So it clearly shows we're doing all right. Crystal Palace lost at home to Bournemouth. That's our next game. They're going to be up for it. You know what I mean? And if teams like Bournemouth are beating them, why can't we beat them with ease? Just be professional, innit? Just be professional. And we'll be fine in that game, in my opinion, as well. Brighton, I think they were a goal down in this game. I'm sure they were. Yeah, they were. They came back and won 2-1. It's 2 similar teams, isn't it? Brighton and Brentford. They're 2 similar teams, aren't they? So it shows, it's a tugging war, isn't it? We score, you score, kind of thing, and all that stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. So the Premier League looks like this now. Arsenal are top. Liverpool are second. Man City are fourth. Aston Villa have creeped in, and they're only 2 points behind us, people. Look at that. Aston Villa only 2 points behind Liverpool Football Club. The table is leveling out itself now, isn't it? It's becoming level now, if you think about it. The top teams are running away with it, but Aston Villa are still holding their own. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the league, not seeing the same team always being at the top. That's what I'm enjoying about the league this season. And not only that, people, if you look at Man City, this is the best start they had to a season. Have they put all the energies away? Have they put all the energies in this season? You know what I mean? At the beginning, I think, of course, they have to, compete for the World Club Cup and all this stuff. Maybe this is why they started better than normal seasons. But is in the second half, are they going to do what they used to do before? A lot of people are saying bring back Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is going to be 32 people. Is his body going to be the same? I don't think so. He could pick up more injuries along the way as well. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a strange one. But like I said about Man City, they're there for taking this season. It's just teams have to be smart. You know what I mean? Take it take it as a game at a time, and then see where you go at the end of it. I mean, if you just rush the games and I'm looking past this game and I need to win, the Man United and all that stuff, and not concentrate on Crystal Palace, it's gonna be a sad day because you're looking over the team you're facing currently, and that's what we need to do, in my opinion. Crystal Palace is the next game. That should be our full concentration, and then we see what we go from there. You can't be like taking over Crystal Palace. You can't go over that. Be on point. Game at a time. Next game is Crystal Palace. Then after that is Man United. The Arsenal and all that stuff after that. So yeah, it's a long season, man. Long season ahead. I'm looking at the Premier League. We're just unlucky we're not top, but on Saturday we could go top. We could go top of the league, and we could go above Arsenal. And Arsenal's got Aston Villa next, so they have to go to Aston Villa and perform in the levels they to like no other. If you look at Aston Villa, they are in the top three now. As the saying goes, they ain't no joke. Aston Villa is not a joke, man. It's not a joke. It's weird seeing Man City fourth, innit? You got Man United 6, only 3 points of Man City. It's crazy, innit? And Tottenham as well. You got Newcastle, you got Brentford, so you got Brighton, you got West Ham, you got Chelsea. Chelsea's finished, innit, man? Like, no manager can fix that team. No manager can fix that team. I'm telling you right now, man. I think they look forward to a lot of stuff that don't make sense in that football club. So you can see all the way down the bottom, Everton's still there. Obviously, they're picking up points here and there after the points deduction. I think they're playing tonight as well. So yeah, the Premier League looks good, man. Looks good at the top, doesn't it? It looks good, like compared to last season, what we had to face last season. You know what I mean? It looks pretty good, man. Yeah, so that's all I got for you, obviously, in the Premier League. I know it's a bit of a bore, but you got to talk about it, innit? You got to talk about it. That's what it's all about. Yeah, so next we're going to be obviously talking about Liverpool. I want to talk about a couple of things as well. So let's do this. Let's do this, people. So let's review our game. Obviously, we won by 2-0. It was an interesting game in my opinion. When I was watching the game, I was thinking to myself, "Is it going to be those days we're going to be trying to get a goal, and it might cause a lot of injuries along the way as well?" It was just it was a strange game in that way. But like I said in the beginning, it's annoying when you see things like this. I was listening to Dermot today, like on Sky Sports. He said the challenge on McAllister was, what did he say? Was not intentional. That's what he said. It was not intentional. So if you look at Curtis Jones against Tottenham, was that intentional? Wasn't that accident? But you guys said it was a red card straight. So if someone stamps on another player and causes a cut around the knee of the player, and then the player comes off the pitch afterwards, that's an injury. So, like, they need to be consistent in this. Is it what, by the laws of the game? What happened to McAllister? That's a red card. By the laws of the game, that's a stamp on someone's leg. And from what I've seen, these referees, they follow by the law of the game. If it's accidental or accident or not accident. So they need to be consistent. They have to be consistent with their actual thoughts towards that. That was a red card. And the player had to come off afterwards in the second half because he couldn't handle it anymore. I mean, it's crazy. It's like when the referees like do ref watch, and then they come on Sky Sports saying, "No, it wasn't intentional," like, and all this stuff. What does it have to be? Like, 1 minute you're telling me by the rules of the game, that's a sending off, and next minute you're telling me it's not intentional. So Curtis Jones should have got sent off then. You should have rescinded that red card, but you didn't. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. Now we've got a player injured. I looked at the video again. I said, "Really? Like, that's not a red card? Are you winding me up or what? Like, what's going on here? Are we watching the same game?" It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic, man. These referees are just useless. I've said that already, people. With these refs, they're going to make a lot of mistakes. They're going to cause injuries. They're going to cause a lot of mayhem on the pitch, in my opinion, anyway. And their decisions will impact a team getting relegated, a team getting, not getting top four, a team not getting, the championship as well. Because it's just pathetic referee. It's lazy refereeing on the highest level, and it's continuing throughout the season. And I keep going back to it. If you've got VAR at your disposal, why are you struggling? Why are you struggling? Think about it that way, people. Yeah, so they said it wasn't intentional. That's what they said. And then I looked at Talk Sport today, and I saw this idiot, Gabi Agbonloho, saying Klopp is a baby. Klopp wouldn't lace my boots as a player because he played in the lower divisions of German football, but as a manager, he's one of the best in the world. So you call our manager a baby? First of all, let me ask you guys a question, obviously. Put in the comments if you have to. Gabi Agbonloho, yeah? What has he done in football terms, that is, for us to even have a conversation with him? Has he won championships? Has he done anything good in the game that's, merits him being one of the best players in the world or something like that? I mean, the guy comes on Talk Sport and just talks about our manager on a regular basis and abuses him. And this is the same guy that's saying their goalkeeper is the best goalkeeper in the world because he won the World Cup. This is what we're facing. Because you won the World Cup, that means you're the best goalkeeper in the world. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, it's just pathetic, isn't it? It's pathetic, man. Calling our manager a baby because the presenter of Amazon Sports asked Klopp, joked about the 12:30 kickoff. Oh, your favorite 12:30 kickoffs. And Klopp went mad about it, saying it's not funny, like joking about things like that. And then this is why Gabi Agbonloho came on TV saying, "Oh, he's a baby. He's a baby." Well, try be the only team that plays 12:30 kickoffs on a continuous basis. Try that, and the next teams are 6. We're about 14 or something like that games, and the next team after us is 6 games. Like, doesn't that look like suspicious straight away if you think about it? You know what I mean? It's just pathetic, man. And he needs to be careful, Gabi Agbonloho. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want the Liverpool fans turning on you and coming on the radio show and abusing you as well, like you abuse our manager, man. Be careful what you say, man, because have some respect for Jurgen Klopp. There ain't no manager like Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp is the reason why the Premier League is what it is at the moment. Him and Pep Guardiola. It's competitive because of managers like that. It's relevant and it's relevant because of people like that. You talk about things because of people like that. They are the ones who are, obviously making your job easier, so you could talk about something on a regular basis. And you're taking a piss out of him, calling him a baby. Wow. Stupid, man. Absolutely stupid, Gabi Agbonloho, man. Not for me, man. So we move on to Matip, innit? Like, he's got an ACL injury. At his age, I think he's 32 now. It's going to be desperation to get him back to, this season. It's not going to happen. You have to wait for him next season. But his contract runs out. So that's not going to happen, is it? I think it's the end for Matip. We've got to be, like, realistic. We need to start looking elsewhere for a replacement that's similar to him. I feel bad. I'm going to miss him. But it's time to move on, people. You know what I mean? ACL injury, especially at 32, is going to be a long recovery. It's his decision what he wants to do, if he wants to continue or not as well. He needs an operation, obviously. I'm sad because I thought he was one of the best defenders we had this season. And it's unfortunate, like, he can't complete the season. I mean, it wasn't even like a challenge that merits an injury like that. But if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. That's how it is, man. I feel bad for him, man. I love Matip, man. I think I'm one of the fans that actually hardly complain about him. So you look at the game against Sheffield United, and Liverpool obviously scored the first goal with the Van Dijk volley from a corner. Trent showed us his skid mark for some reason. I don't know why. I don't want to see a skid mark. Trent, pull your pants up. It's not gangster. It's not gangster in paradise. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like, be a big boy now. Like, be a man. Be a man. Yeah, so Van Dijk scored the first goal. It was a good corner taken by Trent. Like, about time we score from corners because I don't think we do enough. I think the game had about 10 corners for Liverpool, 11 corners for Liverpool, and we only obviously scored 1 from it. If we have that many corners against a low blocking team, we need to improve on our set pieces, in my opinion, as well. I think, like, there's too many times we have opportunities like that and we don't take advantage of it. And I think it's high time we do that as well, people. JK says Kelleher much improved yesterday. Yes, bro, that save was amazing in my opinion. It was an amazing save. Sheffield United should have a player sent off. Yeah, I just don't get the McAllister challenge, bro. I really, really don't get it. Like nobody's speaking about it. That's what's pissing me off more than anything. That McAllister challenge, man. He stamped on his foot. Stamped on his knee, next to his kneecap, and nobody is saying anything about it. I don't understand. Like, what is going on, people? Like, and we're talking about Man City and the referee calling back for a free kick for about like the last four to 5 days. But you look at that challenge, nobody is saying anything about it. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, so Virgil van Dijk, listen, he's the best defender in the world at the moment, and he's back to normality, man. What I like about Virgil van Dijk is he's running his back, he's covering his back. I thought that covering wouldn't come back anymore. I was saying in the beginning of the season, Virgil has to concentrate on Virgil, stop covering for other people. But he's doing all that again. He's outpacing players again. He's shooting like a volley like he scored. Like he's back, man. The guy is back. Sometimes age is not even like a factor in some people. You know what I mean? It's just it doesn't affect him. He just carries on and plays his game, and I love that. I love that about Van Dijk, man. Yeah, man. I love that about that. I know you want to go back to Matip. Leave Matip alone, man. Leave Matip alone. So yeah, second goal, Soboslai. Soboslai is a maverick, isn't he, people? Like Soboslai is a special case of player. In the beginning of the season, we were speaking about him. We were saying like he's a next Kevin De Bruyne, something similar to that. You know, what I mean, he could be better in the future and all that stuff. And we start worrying, innit? Like when he's not performing to the levels that we want him to perform at. And I just think it's just a long season. He's played too many games, and he needs to be interchanging with players. He needs a rest here and there. And not only that, he's only 23, people, just turned 23. He's the captain of Hungary. He had to go and qualify, for the Euros with Hungary, and a lot of responsibilities. And then he has to come back in a club football, play about two games in 4 days. It's too much. It's too much for a young guy like that as well. So if you're not rotating the squad, it's going to affect him, and that's what's happened to Soboslai. Don't lose hope on him. He will get better, people. It's like people just give it up. Oh, he's not good enough, man. He's not doing that. He's not impacting games like he used to anymore, and we're all worried about things like that. And we shouldn't. We shouldn't. It's fact of life. That's what it is. If a player plays too many games, it's always going to catch up with you, and is going to affect you during the matches as well. And not only that, the weather over here is not very nice. It's cold, and the players, have to put on gloves and things like that. And if you played in those kind of weathers, you understand what I'm trying to say. It's not nice. It's not nice playing in cold weather, people. It's one of the worst. It's one of the worst I've ever played in when I was a footballer as well. So, yeah, give the guy time. He'll get better. He will dominate games. What I liked about him as well is when Salah and the rest came off, like Diaz and that, he took upon himself to be the best player on the pitch yesterday, and he did. He played on the left, taking on players, keeping the ball better, and all that stuff, creating chances from that side as well. So yeah, listen, I'm still a firm believer that this guy is going to be like one of the best midfielders in the world in the future as well. So don't lose hope on him, man. Don't lose hope on him. He's good. He's good. Yeah. So in my opinion, this season, we're gonna compete for the league. We're gonna try as much as we can to keep up, obviously, with the top teams in the Premier League, and hopefully we win it. Because I want to go to Anfield, like I said in the last stream. I want to go to Anfield and celebrate, Liverpool winning the league, man. We haven't done that. I've never done that in my life. Even the amount of years I support Liverpool, I've never been there when we won a league championship, man. So I think it's hard time, like we do that. Yeah. So the next one, obviously, is keeps showing. It's keep giving you like the next tab. So it's the player ratings. Oh, not Trent, man. Bloody hell. Apologies, not Trent. There you go. Kelleher, I'll give him a 7 today. I'm not gonna like trash him or anything like that. A lot of people trashed him after the last game. The goals he scored scored against us, it wasn't pleasant. Let's just be honest there. It was horrendous. But that save he made, for that, You got to give him a 7 in it. You got to give him a 7. Let me go to the comments while I go along. Um, where was I? I don't even know where I was. There you go. JK says he's just another media person who's against Liverpool, hence why he's on a lot of shows. Yes, it's true. It's true. But like I said, JK, like, who are they? Like, why have they got the rights to say stuff at Liverpool Football Club? What have you done actually in the game for you to share an opinion with us? Like him, Jermaine Genius, and all these people, like these losers. They're losers, bro. They're losers. They've never won anything in their life. It's like Man City when they bring out their legends like Paul Dickoff and Sean Goat and all them lot. Like, what have they won? Why are you bringing them out like they're Kenny Dalglish, Ian Rush, or John Barnes or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, this is the legends of Man City. Like, what? Why are you showing us players like that? We want to see winners on TV that have their own opinions, that, you know, that can share, you know, their experiences with us. Not freaking Gabby Agbenloho and Jermaine Genius who won nothing in the game. They've done nothing. But yeah, they've got an opinion. Nah, man. Nah. And JK says, VAR has destroyed the game. Players don't celebrate no more, and the fans have to wait 2 days to find out if it's a goal. It's a joke, bro. It's. I think it's time, innit? It's time to discuss this. It's time to take this away from the game and just accept the deficiencies in the referees. You just have to accept that now, because it's come to the point. It's beyond belief. You're going to a stadium to watch a game, and you can't even bloody celebrate the goals. You can't even celebrate the goals, people. What is that all about, man? Come on, man. That's the whole point. You go. When you go to a concert, why are you there for? To listen to the singer, the guitars, the instruments, and all that stuff. That's consistent, isn't it? And then you start going, over out of your body experience. And we can't even do that in football anymore. We just have to wait. Like JK says, 2 days for the decision to be made. It's a joke, man. Football is an entertainment thing. People need to understand it's a sport, but it's an entertainment thing as well. If you're taking the entertainment side of it away, it's going to be boring and people will lose interest eventually. So you need to be careful how you present these, new VAR systems and all that stuff. You need to be careful how you present it. You either have to be near perfect with it or just give it up. And I say give it up now. They're not good enough, man. It's just, to me, like, this VAR has exposed how bad the referees are. That's, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys on the chat. That's how I see it when I'm watching the actual games now. It exposed how bad these referees are. And it keeps exposing them on a regular basis. Like I said about the McAllister challenge. That's the same referee, Simon Hooper, who refereed the Spurs game, who gave Curtis Jones a red card, who gave a yellow card on Jota. I don't even think that player even got a yellow card for that challenge on McAllister. There you go. This is what I'm trying to say, people. People need to stand up, man. This is our game. The beautiful game is no more. You can't even say beautiful game anymore. It's so bad. It's bad, man. Big up, Hamza. Big up, brother. Fozzie, big up, big up. Yeah, big up. Always, Hamza, man. Best wishes, Matip. Yeah, bro. You got to be realistic, man. You got to be realistic. John Conway said VVD is back to his best. Yes, 100%, bro. I've got no doubt about it because he's been consistent. That's why I say he's back to his best. Yeah, so I'll give Kelleher a 7, like everybody else said. 7 is good. He wasn't troubled much. The defense made sure of that, and he deserves it. He deserves it. Let's go to the next one, which is Mr. No. Trent. Yeah, Trent done good. He set up the goal. Listen, we won the game. If you're like having thoughts about players, that means 7 because we won the game, innit? Give them a give them a 7. Give them a 7. Yeah, I'll give Trent a 7. Yeah, so VVD is back, guys. He's back to normality. He's consistently doing the same stuff as well. Soboslai, man of the match, stepped up when we needed him yesterday. Listen, this kid's going to become phenomenal. It's going to become phenomenal. Like, you're going to be bragging about him. Stop comparing him to Steven Gerrard, though. Like, Steven Gerrard's a one-off. You know what I mean? I'm not even a Gerrard fanatic or anything like that, but he's a one-off, man. The modern day fans change their opinions every minute. They're There are even City fans who want Pep gone madness. Yeah, I was listening to the Spaces yesterday. I went on Twitter to listen to the Spaces, and Pep out, and Haaland, is a disgrace. He's not scored in a few games. Why is Calvin Phillips in our books? He hasn't played though. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Like it's just like you said, JK. It's the modern day fans, bro. It's the modern day fans. They're different, bro. They're different breed, man. And unfortunately, we fall under that, under that cloud as well. Like our fan base are still looking for deficiencies to criticize our players, bro. Like what is going on? Like what's going on? Like, come on, man. We can't be under the same cloud as other teams. Move away from stuff like that, bro. You won your games. We're not even 100% as a football club. Why are we like targeting Gakpos and Nunes and players like that when we're winning our games and they're contributing to the games? It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. We're looking for, we open up, channels and spaces just to criticize Liverpool players, but we're supporters. We support Liverpool Football Club. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we become, man. Sad. Really, really sad. Really, really, really sad, man. Konate, what can I say, people? I'm worried. He done good. Don't get me wrong in the game. He done good. I'll give him a 7 as well. But some of the passes yesterday, man, hospital passes. Some of the decisions, it could have been a penalty, one of them as well. And the player got past him on the byline. Oh, guys, if Konate is the replacement for Van Dijk's leadership in the future, we're in trouble. We need to get a replacement that's similar to Van Dijk. Please, some way, somehow, Liverpool Football Club, pull that one off for me. I love Konate, but he's suspect, people. Like you have to watch the game thoroughly to understand what I'm trying to say. Like he worries me, man. And I don't talk about players in a bad way or anything like that. I love the guy. In the big games, like I always say, I'll play him. I'll play Konate in the big games because I know he will perform because the whole world is watching. But in these type of games, he just does some strange things that could lead to goals, man, or a penalty or something like that. A lot of work for him, man. The coaching staff need to sit with him and teach him things because it's becoming a common occurrence with him. And against the small teams, he takes them lightly and he's always doing the same mistakes, which is annoying, really annoying. He gets a 7 from me. His performances were good, but some of those challenges, during the game, man. Oh, crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. That should have been a penalty, honestly. Clean sheet automatically, JK says 100%, bro. 100%. There is a camera for every 12 people in the UK, and VAR is another way to introduce technology and spying into your life. Facts, bro. Facts, JK. No lie about that, bro. I'm all about that conspiracy stuff, bro. As they call it. I'm all about that, bro. I'm all about that. Yeah, it's a joke, isn't it? I'll go to Asda's now. I'm walking out the door. There's a camera right on top of me, and it's got this circle, square thing following me. I'm thinking to myself, is this like person of interest? I don't know if you guys watch that series. A person of interest, it spots people. It tells them where they live and everything like that. And your whole life, your passport basically is on the screen. That's how it is. And they're going to introduce all that stuff one day. Anyway, man, you're going to have a chip in your body. I don't want to go that far, but you know how it is. Van Dijk, man of the match. 9 out of 9. Can't argue with Van Dijk. I thought Van Dijk was phenomenal. It was a 9 out of 10. 9. I think Van Dijk was phenomenal. Best player on the pitch by far, man. And his leadership is coming off now. It worried me in the past with his leadership. Like Van Dijk's leadership sometimes, can be questioned because, I'd rather him just concentrate on his game. But this season, his leadership is improving, people. I've got to be real. His leadership is improving this season. And I've got to commend him for that. It's because sometimes you think to yourself, it's too much for him, you know what I mean? But yeah, there you go, people. Konate, 7, just about exactly hospital part. But it's scary, JK. It's really scary what I'm watching, bro. Like, it's first few minutes, bro. He's already made a hospital pass. Just say 2 minutes into the game, when you're supposed to settle the game down to your advantage, he's already making a hospital pass. Come on, bro. Like, it's all about concentrations with Konate. Yeah, he's like a kid, man. He's like a kid. I'm not here to babysit, mate. He needs to start doing it. Be at 10 out of 10. Okay, I'll go with you, John Conway. I'll go with you. Why was he even pushing a player in the box near the end of the game? Virgil van Dijk should have a word with him. Yeah, listen. As a coach, what I will do is go back to the game, watch the videos with the team, and show them what's the issues that we have on the pitch. That's what I would do as a coach, and what we need to improve on. That's what he needs. That's what he needs. Um, I'll go with John with this one, JK. I'll go with John. I'll give him a 10 star. Yeah, I think 10, he deserves it. His leadership and his, the way he was yesterday was just out of this world. But you are right. He needs to have a word with Konate. 100 million% right. 100 million% right. Konate is getting away with a lot of murders, man. You know what I'm saying? Gomez 7. He made a lot of errors as well, but he gets a 7 from me. I'm not going to go further than 7 with Gomez. He's not a left back. He's trying his best to play different positions as well. He got caught a few times, and it could have led to a goal as well. But at least the kid's fit, man. At least the kid is fit on a regular basis, people. That's the most important thing, right? Gomez is fit. He's back, man. He's back. He's consistently fit now, and that's good. Endo, where's our boy Endo? I'll take it from you guys in the comments, so please let me know what you thought of Endo. I've never been so happy for a player. I've never been so happy for a player. Endo was out of this world yesterday. Like, all the criticism, all the hate he's been getting, I bet those people regret it now. I bet those people regret it. Take back your words. Take back those words you said against Endo, man. Take it back. Take it back, you frauds. Taking the piss out of our Japanese captain. Come on, man. Endo. Whew, what a performance yesterday. Listen, he's not the be or end all. Yeah, sounds right, isn't it? He's not the be or end all. Yeah, but you got to understand, he's a stopgap to bring the DM eventually. And he's not a bad stopgap. He pushes forward, passes the ball always consistently through the lines. You know what I mean? He gets into 50-50 challenges as well. What do you need from a player, people? I don't understand. Like, I know you wanted Caicedo, so did I. I know you wanted Lavia, so did I. But if we can't get them, and we've got something in place for now until we get the right replacement for that position, it's good. It's better than having nothing. Think about it that way. It's better than having nothing. We've got someone there that's more than capable of being that DM for us. And Endo was phenomenal yesterday. I agree with you, people. 9 out of 10. 100% 9 out of 10. I love Endo, man. And all the doubters, you better become believers, man. The guy's doing his bits. Clean sheet. Clean sheet. I love clean sheet. McAllister, apart from that injury, 7. He's done nothing. Once he got that injury, it was the end, innit? It was the end. It didn't do much after that. So he gets a 7 from me. It's all about the winning the game, innit, people? It's all about winning the game, innit? That's what it is. Soboslai gets an 8. Go give him an 8, innit? He scored a goal, contributed when the big players left the pitch. Obviously to rest for Saturday's game against Crystal Palace, 12:30 kickoff, as we all know. So he came on and done his bits at the end. I'll give him an 8, especially for the goal as well. So you gotta give him a chance. And donate. We'll give him a 9, innit? 7. Yeah, 100%. 100%, my friends, my brothers and sisters. We're working on it, people. We're working on it. We're gonna get more people in here. Obviously, we're trying our best. I'm worried about this player, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm really worried about Diaz. He's not impacting games anymore, people. And I always say to you, I don't beat around the bush with players. I'm not that type of fan that criticizes our players on a continuous basis to the point they fall off. I'm a realist. I'll watch games thoroughly. I'll go back and watch games if I have to. And I'm worried for Diaz, man. I'm really, really worried for Diaz because it looks like he's struggling on the pitch, people. Something is not right physically, mentally. Something is not right with this player. Either he lost that yard of pace, or either like something is just mentally affecting him. Do we have to take him out of the team for a few games? I mean, what do we have to do to get him back up there? What do we have to do? I want that Diaz that paces players. I want that Diaz that takes on players. I want that Diaz that comes in and shoots to the top corner. I want that Diaz back. But it doesn't look like he's coming back because every game he plays is worse than the last one. It's scary. It's really, really scary watching Diaz at the moment, people. And I'm just shocked people are not pointing that out. You have to point it out for his sake because we know there's a good player in there. And if we don't say anything, it's going to continue till he rots to the point everyone will turn on him and tell him to get out of our club. People wake up, man. Diaz is struggling on the pitch. He's struggling. And something's got to be said about it. Physically, mentally, everything. He's getting pushed over too easily. Can't get past players. There's no pace anymore. He can't control the ball anymore. I think one stage he was off the pitch with the ball. When a good ball was played out to him. You have to wake up, man. Diaz is struggling. You need to be truthful to yourself, man. Like people just pussyfooting around this and not like telling the truth. It's not good for his game. How is he going to improve if we don't point this out? I mean, like you got to point this out, man. Be worried, man. He's worried. I'm worried watching him. He looks like mentally, physically, everything. He's shattered. Something is not right with Diaz, people. Point it out. Bloody hell, man. Watching the guy rot right in front of you and you don't do nothing about it. Oh, he's playing well. He's all right. He'll get better. No. Something is not right with Diaz. He's not smiling. Look at his demeanor. Look at the player's demeanor, people. He's not smiling. He's not enjoying playing football. Even when he scores goals, he says like this with the arm and that's it. There's no smile at the end of it. Something is not right with Diaz, people. We need to sit down with this poor guy and try check him out mentally if he's okay. We need to. I'm telling you, we need to do something about it because I'm worried, man. I'm really, really worried for Diaz, man. And I'm shocked. Nobody is pointing these things out. I'm really, really shocked, man. Diaz 6, Soboslai 9, 5 for Diaz. Yeah, like nobody's saying anything, guys. Like it's not acceptable what I'm watching of Diaz, man. It's not right. Like we're just sitting back and let this guy rot, man. Let's save his career, man. Play Gakpo on the left with the Darwin in the middle. Yeah, I said that for a lot of times, bro. JK, I said that a lot of times, bro. Diaz has been through injury and family stress. Maybe a few weeks off would be good for him. Yeah, 100%. Something is not right, brother. This is where the management and the backroom stuff come in. They need to speak to him, bro. Just look, go back and just watch him. Something is not right. I'm telling you, man, and it will come out one day. Something is not right, man. Just watch back, man. I keep telling people, go back and watch games. Then you see what players do. He's struggling, man. Something is not right with this. Something is not right with him. Gakpo. Let me see. I don't know. Sorry about that. Gakpo, guys. I'm worried about him as well. The way he plays sometimes, man. It's weird. Like, is he a 9 or not, man? I thought that game yesterday was for Diaz more than Gakpo because the pitch is like wide and massive. I would have put like Diaz in that game. I mean, and probably put Gakpo in the previous game against Fulham. I think that would have been more suited to Gakpo than this one. I mean, so yeah, I think we're better off with Diaz up front. I've got to be realistic. We're better off on Diaz as a striker because there's more havoc. You know what I mean? There's more problems for the team. They have to run back. They got more to think of. Think about it, people. More to think of. Gakpo is good anyway. He could play everywhere in the pitch, so he's all right. But yeah, I'll give him a 6. I don't think he done all right. I wasn't too impressed with Gakpo. I'm sorry, people. Like, yeah, Cody 5. You know what, John? I'll go with you, bro. Like, it didn't do nothing for me, bro. It just didn't do nothing for me, man. Like, to convince me he should play there every game. You know what I mean? Like, and I knew that. I already knew that, bro. I already knew that. I already knew that. JK says, for me, a winger needs to be a man and get the ball in the box. Of course, he just doesn't do that basics. Diaz, yeah, that's what I'm saying. JK, it's the basics of the game I'm watching him on, and it's worrying when I'm watching Diaz, bro. He's struggling with the basics of the game. And nobody's pulling them up on it. Nobody is saying anything about it. Everybody's just sitting back. Why are you criticizing him? You know, why are you having a go at Diaz? He's one of our best players. We know he's one of our best players, but there's nothing coming in return this season. He's struggling. For crying out loud, man. Wake up. Stop all this sentimentality thing, man. That's gone, long gone, man. You gotta wake up to reality, man. Yeah, Salah's being greedy again, people. I'll give him a 5. He's back to normality. This is the Salah I didn't like. He's got 200 goals to go for, so he's shooting it from every direction instead of like creating for people. Like, come on, bro. It affects his game. Look, he's not creating chances anymore. He's not scoring goals anymore. He's not affecting the game anymore. So Salah shows you straight away. Once he's chasing something and he becomes greedy, all those 3 things go. And that's gone now. That's gone out of his game. He's not creating. He's not scoring. He's not even like affecting the game. There you go. And he had to be taken off, and he was pissed off about it. I was thinking, why are you pissed off, bro? What have you done in the game? Think about what you're saying, man. Don't start getting pissed off with me. Darwin 7 came on, done his bit. 7 out of 10 in my opinion. Darwin, like, you know, he causes havoc, people. Whether you like it or not, Darwin causes havoc, and he's consistently with that as well. He set up the Soboslai goal, and he affected the game. He affected the game. Cody's 5. Yes, I agree. I have no issues with Gakpo. He is good on the ball. He's got in him. Yeah. Listen, he's got goals in him. I agree, JK. I've got no issues with Gakpo. I've never said I had issues with Gakpo, but with Nunes, there's more business up front. You know, like when you give teams hope they can attack you, that's when they start scoring goals, if you know what I mean. But when you give teams things to think about, it's good for us because it goes to our advantage, if you know what I mean, brother. That's how I see it. Yeah, but Gap on the left, I don't mind that, bro. Like, I think, like, yeah, you got to be realistic. Yeah. Hopefully Salah gets it early on versus Crystal Palace, and he gets back to what he was doing. Yeah, it's just too much greediness, bro. Too much greediness in front of goal, and he needs to stop that, man. Like, he lost focus of reality already, man. Just because he has to break a record, you're gonna get your goal. You're gonna get your goal eventually, bro. But calm down. Just play your game. If you get 2 goals up in the first few minutes of the game, that means the other team has to come out and they'll open up at the back, and you could get more goals. You could do that, but you're not even doing that. You're just shooting from every direction. Bloody hit and hope. Oh, hope it goes in. Did it go in? Oh no, it hasn't. That's how it is. That's how I see it when I'm watching him, man. Bloody Curtis Jones. People, I've lost hope again. I've lost hope. Was he even playing in that game yesterday? Was he even doing anything? No, Curtis Jones, man. I wish I was Curtis Jones. You know, let me be realistic with you people. I wish I was Curtis Jones, a local boy playing for my beautiful club. I'll give it everything. You know what I mean? Make those challenges. 50-50, win it all. Score goals when I have to. Pass the right passes towards the strikers. But what do we get from Curtis Jones? Is that style of running he does. You know, like he's made it. Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I made it. Look at me. I made that Liverpool Football Club. You know, the team I support as a baby. There you Hi, everyone. I'm a star. That's how I see it when I'm watching him. He thinks he's a star already, people. This is the issue Curtis Jones is having. He needs to lower himself, humble himself, and get back up to where we want him to be. Because now it's all, oh, I made it in football. Oh, I could just relax and sit down, put my feet up. Get me my cup of tea, wifey. That's how I see it when I'm watching him. Now, come on, bro. You come on the pitch. What did you do? Nothing. You done nothing in the game, Curtis Jones. All I saw you, the only time I saw you, you was on the floor crying like a little baby. You got hurt. That's the only time I saw you. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Do more, bro. Do more. You're not even gonna get a bloody 5. You're gonna get a 4 because you deserve a 4. You're playing for your local team. You're playing for your childhood team. I don't want to see this, all this stuff. No, you haven't made it. You haven't made it. You have to make it at Liverpool in order for us to trust you. You haven't made it yet, brother. So stop running like you're Zidane and all that stuff. You're not Zidane, bro. You're just a normal player now. You're just any player that makes up the numbers on the pitch. That's what you've become now. Come on, bro. Like, affect the games, man. Affect the freaking games when you come on. Harvey Elliott affects the games. You don't affect anything. Bloody hell, man. JK says, Darwin 7, you cannot match his energy. Listen, I love the kid. I just want those goals to go in for him. Jones 5 by John Conway. Jones 5. I'll give him a 4, bro. Like, I'm not going to get... Listen, I watched the game back, man. The only time I saw him, like I said, is when he was on the floor. That's the only time I saw him. Honestly, that's the only time I saw him. I give... listen, he hasn't done much, Gravenberch. I've got nothing to say. Next person, 5 as well. Like, listen, these two at least gave energy when they came on. Other than that, there was nothing coming in return. So that's it, people. That's me done. I hope you enjoyed this as always. I can't say any more than that. Yeah, I'll give Harvey a 7. Gravenberch, Harvey. Yeah, give Gravenberch a 6 then. Harvey, we'll give him a 7. You know, Harvey is a good kid, man. I like his energy and I like his, like he gives it his all because he loves the club. I mean, sometimes like you just have to teach him a few things to become a better player. And that's the coaches, isn't it? That's what the coaches have to do with Harvey Elliott. Other than that, I'm happy with him. And this season, I think it's the best season he had in a long time. I honestly think that. It looks like he's affecting games more and, he's having his own contribution in the games as well. So, yeah, man. Harvey Elliott, I'm all for him. I'm all for giving him love. But as for the other one, man, Curtis Jones, freaking hell, man. Freaking hell. I wish I was him. I'm wishing to be Curtis Jones, people. I'm wishing it. But it ain't going to happen, man. He's living our dreams, man. He's living our dreams. He's living our dreams, man. Curtis Jones is living our dreams, people. But he's not giving it his all, man. Great stream for him. Much appreciated, John Conway. I'm always here for you guys, brother. Elliot is like Xavi Iniesta. Small and keeps the ball well. Yeah, listen, with the experience, he will get better, the kid. He just needs more experience. He's only 20 years old, isn't he? So he needs more experience, and I think we'll see that player that we wanted in the first place in the future as well, brother. I mean, so yeah, 100% agree with you. I'm better than Jones. JK, I think even Klopp is better than Jones. Klopp can come on and do more than Jones. It's worrying, man. It's worrying. You know what I mean? I don't really, like I said to you, I'm not on that fan, we call them the fans who, criticize players on a regular basis and, jump on that bandwagon because, they have to do that. You don't have to do it, but this is the kind of fan base we've got sometimes. I'm not the type of person, but when I worry for a player, I don't hate Jones. I worry for him because I want him to succeed at Liverpool. But it doesn't look like he's showing anything to succeed at Liverpool. That's the problem with Curtis Jones. You get what I'm saying, people? That's what I'm trying to say. It looks like his head is somewhere else. It's not on the pitch. Make the right passes. Challenge for the ball. Win your 50-50s. Run back for the team to stop the goals going in. Do something to make us believe in you. I remember there was a game against Man City a few seasons back when Robertson came on the scene and ran the length of the pitch to close them down, and Robertson hasn't looked back since. I remember a game where Sane took Trent to the cleaners, and the next game, Trent sorted himself out and took Sane to the cleaners, and we believed in Trent. I want to see that game from Curtis Jones. Prove us wrong. Do something that you're going to make us believe in you. That's what I want to see from him. Because I worry for him, man. He won't make it. I'm telling you right now, he won't make it in football if he continues doing what he's doing. Smiling, always joking about. It's not all about that. Concentrate on your freaking game. Become the player that you have to be. Become an integral part of Liverpool Football Club. Make sure you're going to be the captain in the future or something along those lines. Come on, man. Come on, bro. What is this shit, man? We're watching, and we're back in this. Like, we're back in this nonsense. Oh, Lord of mercy. Top show, Fozzy. Yeah, always JK for you guys, brother. Top players who need to step up are Jones, Diaz, and Konate. Uh, listen. At least with Diaz and Konate, we've seen they've been there, innit? They've been there. They've done it all. But with Jones, what has he done, people? Like, where's the winning goals or something, man? One goal you scored in an FA Cup game versus Everton. Are you going to live off that for the rest of your life? Come on, bro. You could do more. Sad, man. Really sad. So we'll go back to the Premier League, the table, of course, before I go. Let's enjoy it together, innit? Let's enjoy it together. I want to enjoy that table, man. I'm so glad that way. I'm so glad Liverpool are top. Not top, but you know where it is. You know where it is. Back at the top. That's what I mean. Back at the top. Yeah, the league looks healthy, doesn't it? The league looks healthy. No more Man City running away with it. Liverpool are right up there with Arsenal, 2 points off. Could be top of the league on Saturday if we beat Crystal Palace. I think we're going to be fantastic this season. Hopefully in January as well, next month, we get the right players in and we don't give up just like that. I don't want to like us having arguments or anything like that, people. We just have to get the right players in, adequate replacements for the players that left. And I just look forward to the league, innit? Don't be one or two players short like always. Make sure like you're up there with the players that need to contribute in the team when we're like got injuries and that stuff. That's what we need. That's what we need. But that's me done, people. Enjoy the lead. So enjoy the league the way it is, and then we'll discuss it further. I should be back tomorrow night. I'm hoping to do the preview show for the game against Crystal Palace. I should be back tomorrow night. 10:15. So take care, everybody. Thank you as always. I'm so glad.